There's not gonna be no more intros or outros or whatever. Just gonna get right into it. Yes, sir. This book and this book. These two books right here. Ryan Holiday. This motherfucker right here knows how to write books. Makes it very easy for you to just make it like, yeah, this is a pretty thick novel book. Same thing with this. Yeah, pretty moderate, but these two books right here for a man are a must. They're mandatory. These two books right here changed my perspective, changed my mentality. I don't know. It's fuck that I don't know. I feel like it's just something that's super. It needs to be spoken about. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be more out there, and everyone needs to know what's going on with this shit because it's free game. It's free game. That's what I like about all these books that I be reading. It's like it's just free game and opens your mindset and like like yeah. It's a different vibe and it's a different type of read when you read these type of books because you'll be going through certain situations that you probably don't know how to navigate through or don't know how to get out of, and you end up realizing that it's a lot more simple than you thought. You overthought it way too much. You overthink it to a point where it kind of paralyzes you and stops you in the midst of what you're trying to do. But ego is an enemy and discipline is destiny. Those are the two books you guys need to read. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's a lot more different than you would anticipate. I'm not like a reader. Like I fucking hate reading. Like I don't. No one. I'm not that type of dude to be like, oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna go to the bookstore, buy a book, and read it. Mm-mm. It's just for my brothers, you know. Like my brothers, they're the readers. They're like the writing and the reading, and they're like absorbing different types of knowledge. I just get bored and I pick up the book. But every time I pick up these types of self help, human behavior, psychology type of books, I just get so like I get so hyper focused onto the book. Like I sometimes finish it in less than a week. Like this book, I literally started it this week. I'm done. Like it was probably the best read out of all the books that I have at home. Like I have like a mini library. Show you a picture. But this book right here, the best book because it makes you understand the old like all different angles when it comes to discipline, whether the discipline is good for you, whether the discipline is bad for you, whether the discipline does nothing for you. It shows you all three stages, and discipline with self, discipline with mentality, and discipline with others. What I would say though personally, if you're gonna read this book right here, read this book first. This book first would only make sense if you read this book. You can read, doesn't really matter. There's not really like a it's not like a sequence or like volume 1 or volume 2. It just makes sense to read this first, then to read this, because the things that they put into this book only make sense when you read this after. Because sometimes discipline could get to your head and then it would feed the ego. So you need to read this book first and then read about this. Because ego runs us to our demise. That's why it's our enemy. It literally says right here, the fight to the master of our greatest opponent. Yeah, the fight to the master of our no, the fight to master our greatest opponent. Sorry, and this is the discipline. Discipline is destiny. The power of self control. Self control, not to control others. Self control. That's like the main gist of all that shit. But I don't know. I'm not a book reviewer, but I'm gonna give these two books right here 100 out of 10. Like they're such perfect reads. They're probably everybody needs to have those books in their house. And it's one of those books where you could constantly go back to every level that you get up because discipline is always changing. And ego is always changing according to the circumstances and the things that has been dealt with you in life, like that you've been dealt with in life. Like you could be an egomaniac, you could be egotistical about yourself, but the second that shit starts to change, that shift starts to change too. Your ego and your mentality, everything starts to change. When schedules start to change up, your discipline starts getting out of hand. Like, put it in perspective, I've recently picked up a second part-time job. Now I'm working like 14 to 16-hour days. So it's like I don't really have time. Like, but you can't let it drive you insane. You can't let it make you go cuckoo or whatever, because that's what the self-control is. Like, you need to be able to control everything. You need to be able to control your emotions. You need to be able to know when to show your emotions and when not to show your emotions. You need to know when to feel good about yourself and when not to feel good about yourself. You need to know when to push and when not to push. You need to know, you need to be able just to feel. Like, that's what these books really kind of describe. You kind of just have to be able to like anticipate certain shit that's happening regardless of what's going on in the exterior world. You got to just stay focused but not be too full of yourself to a point where you run yourself right to the bottom. But these are two very good books. I don't know, I'm out here about to go and base me a spliff. Fuck this shit, fuck this life, fuck everything that people start complaining about. Like, bro, just control what you gotta do. Like, just control what you gotta do, control what you say, control how you act, control what you think, because you're the one that is gonna deal with all those consequences, all that backlash, all that shit talk. You do you. I'm not here trying to be a preacher. I'm not here trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm just trying to have like an accountability plan with these videos. Trying to just be able to like look back at it in a few days and be like, yo, I said this shit, I have to follow through. Yo, I said this, I have to follow through. Yo, I said this, I need to follow through. I don't know. I'm trying to change up the style, change up the vibe. I feel like I've been way too serious, and that's not who I am. Cause like I'm a vibe. Let's catch a vibe, you know. Like like fuck all the rest. Fuck trying being serious. Fuck like dropping niche content and specific content. I'm just gonna drop everything, whether it's videos of my cat, whether I'm talking about my clothing brand, like fuck the hats all the way down there, but like whether I'm talking about the clothing brand sweaters, whether I'm talking about work and doing some bullshit downstairs or doing some bullshit upstairs, whether I'm fucking around at work and fucking around with customers, it don't matter. Like, I'm just gonna keep on posting, and let you guys just catch the vibe, catch the feel. You know, like just keep it real, not too much edits, not too much like cut scenes, because you gotta keep it real raw footage. It's not really about these two. It's about me. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Like, it is about me. 'Cause who's it gonna be about? You? Other people? Or am I gonna be here recording and talking about other people? That makes absolutely no sense. I've been a big believer on just standing my business, staying my lane, focus on myself, forget the rest. You know, like it's funny. People hate when you do your own thing. People hate when you talk to them. At this point, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like I don't know what to say. Like at this point, it's like, all right, if I kill myself, they might be better off. Like I have no like, not like in a way where I'm sad or depressed. It's just like, what the fuck do you guys want me to do then? Like what? Nothing. I'll probably still hear complaints. I'll probably still hear bullshit talking. By the way, shout out to the new mic. Amazon came in clutch, 75% off. I'll leave the link in the bio if you guys do want. But I'm out here relaxing and be blazing the spliff. I don't know. I just want you guys to tag along and follow the journey and just see where shit takes me, because like it's gonna be fun. I'm letting you guys know that from now. The more views, the more subscribers, the more likes, the more comments, the more interaction that I get with you guys, the more that you guys are gonna see from me. So I'm gonna try to keep these videos going. I'm gonna try to just daily wins, as I keep on saying, stack up the little wins. Like, let's just see where this shit goes. Like, I'm not here for a short time. I'm here for a long time. So just day by day, be recording little shits. I have like almost like everyday type of vlogs, but I'm gonna be posting it later, so it's gonna be super off like timeline. But I'm gonna just do it anyways because I don't have money to hire staff. I don't have money to hire people and do the editing for me and do all this shit. And on top of that, work just takes a whole heap of time out of me. So fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck what you think. Fuck what that. Fuck what everyone thinks. Only fuck what I think. I only fuck what I think. So it's like, all right, let's just lock in, let's zone in, let's get to work, let's get it going. Because there's not really like any meaning behind this shit. Like, I'm not trying to be your life coach. I'm not trying to be that guy that be like, yo, change your life. I'm out here. That makes no sense. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I don't think anybody's perfect. But if you're trying, that's good for you. Like, there's no need to get super worked up about exterior things that you can't control that are completely out of your control. There's no point of any of that shit. Like, any of that shit. I'm trying to stay so serious in these videos, but it doesn't work. It's like fuck. I try to like, talk about some real shit, but like sometimes it just gets impossible. I can't stay serious. Have fun with life. Have fun with everything that you do. Because there's no joy in just working. There's no joy in just like I don't believe when all these CEOs and all these people that are like mega rich that say all they did was work 140 hours a fucking week and they just did this and did that and there was no smiling and there's no party. Yeah, hey, I might believe that you guys actually did those actions, but you guys are telling me you guys didn't have fun in what you guys are doing. I don't think you would have made it this far if you weren't having fun with what you were doing. A lot of these entrepreneurs or people that are successful talk the talk saying, "Oh, you gotta do you gotta do what you gotta do if you don't hate it." But these guys don't look like they hate their lives because a lot of nobody wants to clock into work. Everyone hates a 9 to 5. But I'd rather a 9 to 5 than stay home on my ass being a bum doing nothing. There's like a whole difference now. Like now I could actually go spend my money. I could actually go and save up and plan for certain things. Staying at home doing nothing doesn't get you nowhere. It's a different type of life. It's a different type of vibe. It's a different type of time that we're living in right now. I keep on saying that and I keep on preaching that bullshit to my family. Like, where if my parents decided to come to Canada while I'm at this age right now, I don't think we would be in the situation that we're in right now. I think we would be living such a more different life where it probably would have been 10 times the struggle because the wages probably went up 5% while almost everything went up 100%. So it's like it would have been very hard to try to actually make a living and really actually try to like provide for the family. How are we going to do it? Like, I've I've thought a lot about the future. I think a lot about like how my future's gonna look like in 5, 10 years, and what I'm gonna be doing, what type of house I want to be living in. I write all these shits in my little journal. I have a little journal. I jot it down just like my random thoughts and my random processes that just go through my head. I just like, oh, all right, let's get it to go. Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do that. I don't know. I feel like if you feel it, you write it down, you speak it, you might just get it into existence. So I don't know. This went from a book review to talking about some random shit. I don't know what's going on, but I'm out here just recording. I'm gonna still post this shit. 'Cause fuck it. Trying to just keep it real, keep it 100. Like right now, I'm wearing my brand shorts. They're pretty fucking hard. Let me take the camera out of the sun. They're pretty fucking hard. Essence of Love, Ami Vita or Vito. I don't even know. I just made them randomly and they came out looking sick. I tried to make a matching shirt. That bitch was cropped. and I gave them the measurements. Like, if anyone's trying to start a brand, make sure that you double check their work before they send it over, because you are not trying to pay a bag. That shit is not cheap. I technically went broke and I can't even start the brand. like 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 I can't. I can't get it going. I created like a template website on Shopify. I have it up and loading, and I've been paying that fucking subscription fee for months. People see it. People actually look, which I'm very confused. I have no. Oh fuck! Damn, that was like an ear orgasm. I don't know if you guys ever like. But yeah, um, basically, bro, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, when it comes to the clothing brand, people underestimate the amount of money that goes into it. My first order that I ever did took months in procedure. I don't know if the guy was playing me or not. I don't know what his name is. Show you some screenshots. His name is Brian Lee. That guy, don't trust him. He's a motherfucker. I'll wear some samples and I'll take some pictures of it and put it up here. Bro, that shit came out a joke. I was looking at like the only thing that came out nice were the shorts. Legitimately, anybody could create anything. We're in a time where everything is accessible from the phone. And another thing that's like a plus, we have Chat GBT now. That thing, it changed the whole way that work gets produced. It cut down the work in half. If you have to do research, ask it the question. If you have to figure out how to get something done, make it. ChatGPT has to be done very specifically, where you take that question and you have to get it super precise, or it's gonna give you a very vague answer. And a lot of times, that's low key the hard work, trying to figure out how to ask ChatGPT to give you the exact answer you're looking for. But then the fucking second you figure it out, you're like, oh, this is proper. You start copying and pasting it, put in your notes, follow it every day. Like, but basically, my whole thing is, when it comes to like everything that I've been talking about recently on my videos, I'm gonna try to change it up to a point where it just like talks with Yusuf for real. A lot of people like to say that I didn't progress or it's not enough change. I'm not in competition with you guys. I'm not in competition with nobody. Like, I'm trying to just be better every single day. There is no problem with people complaining. There's no problem with people nagging. There's no problem with problems happening. I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's totally out of my physical control, fuck it. I can't do nothing about it. Me and my girl, if we fight, if we go through some bullshit, I'm in control of what I say. I'm in control of how I act towards her. I have to be smart before I say anything or act on anything. It doesn't make sense just to lash out. That's for kids. I'm not trying to lash out. There's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of like change that's happening in me, and I felt the need and I felt the confidence and I felt whatever the fuck I felt to get the camera up, to get the mic, and start posting. I want you guys to see the transition. I want you guys to see the change, because I'm not just talking about the gym. I'm talking about real life. Like, I used to be a real crackhead. Like, forget a crackhead. junkie, rich junkie, broke junkie. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. But I was really living a fucked up life. That shit was bonkers to me. I got to a point where I got super fed up. A lot of stuff was happening and it was breaking me bit by bit every second of the day. There was so much shit that was going on. And I just, I said, fuck it. Fuck everything. Fuck everyone. I'm going to do me. And I swear to God, you guys might not look like, it might not look like my life is like the best, most booming thing ever. No, 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 no. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that. There's so much change that happened where I was like, fuck it. Like, it's not important for this and that to happen. It shouldn't occupy my day from problems that's happening that I can't control. It shouldn't occupy my thought process and my time and my schedule and everything that I'm trying to do from shit that I can't even control. That literally doesn't make sense. If you could control it, then you have to figure out a solution before you stress out about it. Because if you figure out a solution and that solution doesn't work, then there's a problem. I feel like problems only get bigger if you don't try anything whatsoever. But the problem could be enormous. But if you just simply look at it like, I can't control that physical problem, it's not really in my control. Now you have to shift the perspective where that problem, the way that you react to it, is in your control. And that's what I've been trying to work on a lot because I have a short temper. I like losing my mind over stupid things. Like, and I thank everything that's happened in my life in the last half decade because it would have never made me who I am today and who I am super excited to become. Because if it keeps on going like this, regardless of the problems, because problems still happen. Like it still goes. It's still like everything still happens. It's a fucked up thing, but it is what it is. I'm trying to just get you guys to understand that shit really does happen for a reason, and it's okay for shit to happen and not go your way. As long as you stay as long as you stay persistent, you'll be able to get it done one day. And it's like that's the magic of life, I think. I don't know, maybe. But you could just try every day. And that's it. Like just try every day. There's no problem with it. There's no I don't know why people hate it, but there's no problem with trying every day. Whether it's trying to do a sober thing, whether it's trying to do a gym thing, whether it's trying to do a diet thing, it doesn't really matter. Can someone put in the comments how the fuck to take off calluses? Cause yo, this shit fucking hurts. Like this shit fucking hurts. Like I don't know if you guys can see that shit, but like this shit fucking hurts. Like I don't like this shit. Like ugh. I'm gonna end the video now. Just stay tuned for more episodes to come out. Stay tuned for more shit to come out. Cause I'm gonna start posting a variety of things. And yeah, you're talking to Yusuf. This is Talks with Yusuf, the Essential Talks. Let's get right No, just don't get right to it. Work on yourself right now. Wake up or work on yourself. Forget the rest. Let's get it, guys. We're out.